This is Lee-Marie with The Go Show, your source for information, inspiration, and always a few dates to add to your calendar. And today is no exception. We are here with a special edition Go Show. I'm so excited. I've been waiting all week for this. Let's go to the Lord in prayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Father, we just thank you for this day. Lord, we just ask that, Father, as we just go about our day to day, that you would help us to honor you in everything we do, everything we say. Lord, I pray that, God, we would be a blessing to others as we go about our day. And Lord, that you would be a light unto our path and you would guard every step that we take, Father. We just release our lives into your hands and say, have your way, Holy Father, in Jesus' name. Do what only
Amen.
you can do. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. That was awesome. Very, very nice. Thank you. So, those of you that are wondering, well, most people won't be, but some people will be like, who is that? This is Pat Samler, our favorite homeopath, my homeopath. This woman has saved me time, money, heartache. Just not only me, my dogs, my neighbors, my friends. And then a few Saturdays ago, about 8 or 9 new people got to hear you.
Yeah.
And so that's why we are having her back for a encore an encore performance. She's coming back this Saturday, which is tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I'm so excited. So she's going to be at the Well 3 to 4:30. Do not miss that. It is free and you will get so much great information. But anyways, for those who maybe are tuning in and don't know who this is, we're going to have her do a little bit of a bio on herself. And I do want to remind you all, please, right now, go, if you are watching on Facebook, go to the share button. It kind of looks like a little arrow that's curved, kind of like an Amazon Prime thing, but it's not.
Upside down smile.
Yes, an upside down smile. Please share this. You can share it via text message, which is usually the best way because I don't know, like that's what I check first
Yeah.
before I check email or messenger. You can actually share the link on text. And people need this information, guys. If there's anybody in your life you care about or that you love or that you want, them to be happy or healthy share it. Don't be don't be a snob and keep it to yourself, right? Share the show. It's also live on YouTube. So if your friend does not have a Facebook account, you can share the YouTube link. That lasts longer, actually, so it's probably better. Facebook expires in 30 days. So it's always better to share YouTube if you can. But then just remember, we're on the radio. So if you have a friend that's maybe at home right now and they don't even have a computer or a phone, call them up and say, well, okay, so they'll probably have a phone, but maybe they don't have a smartphone. Maybe they don't have Facebook. Call them up and say, tune your radio into 1100 if you're in Robertson County. It's some days the signal goes quite far out of Robertson County. One time I was almost in Lebanon and I still had it.
Oh, wow.
So it just kind of depends on the weather.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, today's a good day. So, right?
Yes, I think. I didn't see any clouds in the sky today, which is a good
Oh,
sign.
looks
Because
sunny.
somebody said it might rain tonight, and I'm just like, well, we do have the Friday night market, so I hope it doesn't. But if it does, Well in the Square is having a sing along, gospel sing along, 5 to 6 with Daniel Sparkman on piano. Oh my gosh, it doesn't get any better than that. So rain or shine, if it starts raining, just come on over to Well in the Square. But anyways, come to Well in the Square. Anyway, 5 to 6 tonight. Tonight. First Friday. So we're going to do that. The actual First Friday kicks off at 6, but we are going to kick off a sing along 5 to 6 right inside the door of the storefront. And that is just to the left of Crossroads Christian Bookstore. We have a piano there now. Thank you all who helped me put that there. I know that was no easy task.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So thank you guys for helping with that. Anyways, all right. So I'm going to let Pat Selmer give a little bit of an introduction of who she is and her credentials. Go ahead, Pat.
Oh, well, I'm like Lee-Marie said, I'm a homeopath. And if you don't know what that is, homeopathy is a form of medicine, but it's all natural, no side effects, no harsh chemicals. It's we call it God's medicine because everything is He created. It's not lab created, or you know what I mean. It's not chemically created. It's not. It's by the hand of God. And so, like plants and, just not just plants either, though. Um, it can be animal-based, plant-based, whatever, but it's God's. And so, um, because of that, it's gentle and it's humane and all those things. So I fell in love with it when I first got introduced to it. And the more I learn, the more I feel like, oh my goodness, there's no end to what this medicine can do, and there's no end to the possibilities. And so everything we share today is, I'm not a medical doctor. I am a homeopath, so everything is for educational purposes only. It's not to take the place of a medical professional, but um, the information that we can gather when we study homeopathy will put the care of your family and yourself back in your own hands. Instead of, running to the ER, running to the doctor every time something, we get a sniffle or whatever. It's like, no, we can handle this on our own and without any medicine that could cause other issues. So,
And that's one thing that I absolutely love because that is exactly what's happened to me. We've had some things come up and that I thought were huge things,
hmm.
when poor little Harvey was walking into the wall and looking at me
Oh,
like,
he was
Mama,
so precious.
I know he couldn't even, I mean, I had to almost cancel that plane
Trip.
trip. Yeah.
Yep.
And I called Pat and she said, well, you know, let's try this. And in 20 minutes after him having those little pellets in his mouth, he was walking around like, what are you looking at me for? Nothing's wrong. And I'm like, what? How did this happen?
It's amazing. I've seen more and more. The more I get into it, the more amazing things I've seen. So, I'm trying to remember who it was uh, I want to quote him, but I can't think of which doctor it was.
It wasn't a witch doctor.
That said, no, 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 no. It was I
Clarify.
think it was Dr. Mendelsohn from. He was a pediatric from back in the '60s, '50s. He uh, he was in conventional medicine, and then he was seeing all these things that were causing other issues, and it upset him. And he found homeopathy and became a homeopathic pediatrician. And I think it was him that stated that people who are on conventional medicine many times have to heal twice, one from the illness and then a second time from the medicines that they're on. So, and I find that to be true in a lot of cases. And my own experience was, at one time I had went on high blood pressure medicine, and I remember I was started coughing. I was just had this dry cough, and I could not get rid of it. And when I looked into it, I found out that the medicine that I was on caused that, right? And so who knows what else it would have caused down the road had I stayed on it. But so there's just, we just got to be careful what we put in our bodies because we're the temple of the Holy Spirit, right? We're the temple of God. And so he expects us to be good stewards of our temples. So, uh, you know, a lot of times we just sort of blindly trust, you know, what we're told. And I don't think that doctors are nefarious or anything. I don't think they're out to hurt anybody. I think they really want to help people. But, a lot of doctors are just 100% taught one way. And there are other alternatives.
Mm-hmm. And that's a really good point too. And especially like people that are perhaps on some of these pharmaceuticals or other drugs and they're told like, well, you're going to have to stay on this for life. Well,
I-
isn't that a clue right there that doesn't,
Yeah.
it's not going to heal you?
It's not- okay,
It's just going to
what does
mask
it mean?
some symptom.
Yeah, it might help you get through it a little easier, but it's not
Yeah,
gonna.
and we have to change our mindset, because a symptom isn't showing up, it doesn't mean that there's not a problem.
Right.
Just because you, like Wild Doc would say, just because you shoot out the light in your car that says, no oil, doesn't mean you suddenly have oil in your
right?
car.
Exactly.
So we get these symptoms because that is our body wanting to say, hey,
Communicating with us.
that there's a problem.
Mhm.
Not the symptom's not the problem. It's
Right.
telling you
Symptom is a gift.
Mm,
We always say that in academy. It's like symptoms are a gift from God,
I
that
like
our
that.
body is signaling us, hey, we need to take care of something,
Ooh, yeah,
and without symptoms, we wouldn't know that.
right. Yeah. And so when I hear about people getting surgeries or whatever to like, burn off something, burn off a
Mm,
symptom, or burn off
mhm.
like a nerve ending or something, it's like, oh no.
So you don't feel what's actually happening,
Right.
but it's still happening.
It just breaks my heart
Mhm.
because I want to say, call Pat.
Or someone.
Someone, or just realize, we just have to make that shift. And I know it's a hard shift to make because, hey, the doctors that you've had, oh, they've kept me alive this long. That's a lot of
Yeah,
times when I try to tell people about homeopathy and their eyes glaze over and they go, well, my doctor's kept me alive, alive this long. Well, it's like, yeah, but how's your life? Are you getting
right,
better?
is your quality of life, is it
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a difference between healthy and, you know, suppressed and continuing on, right?
Right, right. And we want to see
So
people healthy. I mean, that's, Pat had said at the last talk that she did at Well in the Square, she said, I got into this because I'm a mom, I'm a grandma, and I don't want to see other people
right,
spending a whole bunch of money going after something that's not really the best way to do it.
right, right.
And I thought that's great.
Yeah, yeah, it's, and that I've found that, the last 10 years following after different, even naturopathic doctors and different, nutritionalists and different people I've met and been part of, their services and things like that, that most of us got into this because of either a illness or something that was plaguing our own lives or someone that we dearly loved that was suffering. And so we were desperate. There's got to be an answer or a better way, right? And so and that was no different for myself. I mean, I had issues. My oldest son had some major things going on for a while, and I was just desperate to find help for us, and the Lord is faithful, and He led me to homeopathy. Was the ultimate thing. I mean, I went down a road and found a lot of help with nutrition, and with change in lifestyle, diet, all that stuff, and then also with supplements and herbals and things like that. I wonderful stuff, right? But when I found homeopathy, it was like, wow, that's it, for me. So
Awesome. And I know one thing that people probably don't know is that the price is so much better,
yeah,
you know?
yes,
I mean, I couldn't believe it several times now when I've had an issue that I thought I had to take my pup to the vet.
Mhm.
I called Pat first and she's like, "Well, let's try this, this, and this." Sometimes I don't have that on me. I'm growing my box. But anyways, I go on Amazon and I have it like the next day for like $10.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah,
okay, I'm glad I didn't spend,
it
$100.
could be. I mean, seriously, you can get it Amazon or right from one of the pharmacies. Homeopathic pharmacies, and a tube might be anywhere from, you know, $7 to $11,
Hmm.
and then you can get 3 packs for, like, $16 or whatever, so
Yeah, that's what just like amazed me. I'm like, okay, it's better for me and it's cheaper. I mean, when things are better for me and cheaper, like
Well,
that's it.
plus, you're not gonna be on it for life
Yeah.
because the whole purpose of these homeopathic medicines is that they actually uproot the condition over time,
Ah,
and, that's what we hope for when we start something. It's not just to oh, help me get over the symptoms that I'm experiencing and feel a little better or whatever, but it actually can uproot. And I'm talking about chronic conditions
mhm,
because,
mhm.
all of us we either have an acute condition going on or a chronic condition. And of course, acute is like if we get a cold, we get the flu, we know that there's going to be uh, more than likely an ending to that malady, right? So, like, maybe we're going to be experiencing discomfort for a week or 2 weeks tops, but we know that it's temporary. Whereas chronic, a lot of us have chronic things going on, whether it's some kind of arthritis or colitis or things that a lot of times or very often, the is where you'll hear the conventional doctors say, well, you're probably going to be on this for life because it's something that they honestly don't believe there's a cure for. We're just gonna kind of palliate this thing,
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, what homeopathic medicine wants to do is it communicates with your body to heal itself, which is what God designed.
Amen. This is awesome. I always get so inspired when you're talking, because I know that this is just hope for so many people,
Oh, yeah.
that have tried. And like, that's it, you guys, if you've been trying all these things, you keep going for more tests because they can't figure it out. Like, if I hear one more person say, well, they just can't, and I'm like, well, have you tried to go at anybody, like this? And they're like,
Mhm.
oh no. Like, okay, well, keep going to your tests.
Yeah. I mean, I think even naturopaths can be very useful, because they'll run extensive blood tests that conventional blood tests won't pick up certain things, and it's always good to have a true diagnosis for what somebody's going through, because like even in homeopathy, if somebody comes in and they have a diagnosis that's a sure diagnosis, right? Because there's a lot of mishaps on that too. A lot of times people will come in and they'll like, oh, I was diagnosed with this, and then down the road another doctor will say, no, you don't have that. So you have to be kind of careful on that too.
Mhm.
But if you have a good diagnosis on something, then it's easier to hit the nail on the head, basically, with homeopathic medicines, just like it is, for a doctor in conventional medicine.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Is it really 8:20? Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know how that happened, but I do want to mention one of my favorite sponsors, and that is Ridgetop Mower of Springfield. Thank you for making this show today able to happen. They are so awesome over at Ridgetop. They know exactly what's wrong with your mower usually, and they even can come and pick it up and deliver it. Gary over at Ridgetop Mower, give him a call, 615-855-0044. Again, that's 615-855-0044. Or you can just stop in there at 1101 Matthew Street in Springfield. And I think if you tell him Lee-Marie sent you, you still might get 10% off parts and labor. So give that a try. Gary is awesome, and he's been doing this for so long. And again, same type of thing. Like, why keep going to someone else that's not fixing it correctly when you can go right to Gary and just get it done,
Get her
right?
done. Get her done.
He will also pick up if you have some strange equipment in your yard that you're, not using anymore. Why not just get it back into the world and have him recycle it? And some of those, he will pick that up for free. So how great is that to get your yard cleaned up for free?
Yeah. Yeah.
Give them a call. Ridgetop Mower of Springfield for all your mower needs. And of course, right now, our grass, we pretty much are mowing every third day?
Oh, yeah. With all the rain, it's crazy.
I know you blink and it's like, oh, it's time to mow again. Oh my goodness. Anyways, also want to mention Southside Drug Co. because they actually are right here in Springfield on Main Street. I know a lot of you know where it is because they've been around for 100 years, but there's some new people in town, and it's so great to be able to go in and not have to like fight like the big Walmart parking lot or something. So if you need something, you can just pull right up, and go in, and it's family owned. It's just such a nice feeling to still have one of those here. So we're hoping that they at some point will carry some of these.
Yes. Yes. Come on.
Yeah, that's right. That would make them even better. But anyways, we do love Southside. Their hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturday, 8 to 12. Their website is southsidedrugco.com. Thank you, Southside, for being one of our original sponsors on The Go Show. And speaking of local places that carry this, I know, is it called Cold Care? What is the homeopathy one?
Cold Calm.
Cold Calm.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Cold Calm actually is for sale at
Walmart.
Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Walmart, Amazon. Yeah.
And all of them. And then, this is what the little vials look like. And I don't know, Pat, if you got to hear Laverne's show yesterday at all.
No.
Okay.
I didn't. I
Okay.
was so busy yesterday. Sorry.
No worries. So for those of you that did not see Laverne's show, you really should go on. Actually, the last 3 shows were excellent, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But anyways, yesterday we talked about these because she had me on.
Okay.
Her guests had to cancel, and I'm just down the street. So anyway, we talked a lot about this because, you helped her with the APIS and the Ledum.
Okay.
Because her husband, he got those
Bee stings.
uh,
Was it bee
wasp,
stings or
wasp,
wasp?
yeah,
Okay.
wasp. And so we were talking about, and then she was laughing because she's like, because I remember that night she called me, she's like, "How do you get these open?"
That's the
Uh,
one thing you always want to tell people
I
because it's
know,
tricky.
and it's funny. You wouldn't think that this would come with like an extra, instructions. Well, it doesn't come with instructions, but like I was that way too. I'm like ready to saw off, like. But after you get the sticker off, which you don't have to get the sticker off now, I know you can just
You could
twist
just
it
twist it, twist
hard
the
enough.
lid.
Yeah, twist the lid and the sticker will break. But then there's a little, compartment where you twist it. Just that's one out at a time, but it has to be
Mhm.
lined up correctly.
So if
So,
you twist it back and forth, until you get 3 pellets, 3 or
uh-huh.
4 pellets in there, and then you could take the lid off and just dump them right in your mouth. And they suggest doing that because you don't wanna contaminate it with whatever oils or whatever you have on your hands,
Mhm.
because it can possibly
Alter it.
yeah,
Mhm.
well, it could, antidote it, actually.
Oh,
So it's best if you don't touch it
I gotta
unless
be
you
more
have
careful with that.
unless you have 100% clean hands and no oils on it or anything like that,
Okay.
lotions,
All right.
then, you
What
probably
about like, because I have some like cotton gloves that I wear sometimes when I'm doing dishes or whatever, I'll put them on inside my other gloves to
yeah.
keep.
Or even plastic gloves. You know,
Okay.
you if
Okay.
like, say if you're, treating your dog, right? And you take it out with plastic gum, put it in their mouth,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
All right. I gotta start
yeah.
doing that because I've just been using my
And
hands.
typically they'll work anyway, but that's just the pharmacy's suggestion
Oh,
because
okay.
it can happen,
Okay.
so
All right. Well, they've been working great with me, just my hands. So I guess
there
I
you
have
go.
clean hands. I
That's
usually
what you're
do.
supposed to let them sit in the mucosal area of your mouth, whether it's under the tongue or in the cheek, and let them dissolve. But my husband chews them all the time. He still gets results. So.
Uh-oh, Dave, you've just been thrown under the bus again. No, just kidding. Now this one though, this lid doesn't come off. Mine
What?
stay on. My lid and then this kind.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean? It doesn't twist? It
Well,
doesn't.
no, I mean I don't. I leave this lid on.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And you can honestly, you can take the
you
lid
can.
completely off and like pour 2 or 3 or whatever,
No, it would
in
fall
there.
and everything would go all over my house. I got to leave the lids on. I know, I know. But no, I use these all the time. Yeah. And so like she said, usually you put it underneath your tongue or in your dog's mouth or cat. I know it'd be harder for a cat probably. I know that. But we did have some questions that came
Okay.
in, remember?
Well, I
Remember what they
forget what
were?
they were. I forgot what they were. Wait, let me see.
Yeah, let me look in my text because I know I texted them. While we're looking those up, I will talk about a couple of things coming up because this is the Go Show, which I do tell you some stuff now. I've got my little Springfield shirt on today because I'm super excited that it's the first Friday of the month, which means First Friday Market, which means it starts at 6, which means today we are doing a special thing from 5 to 6 at Well in the Square, a gospel sing along. And it is Daniel Sparkman is going to be on piano. We now have a piano right inside the well. So super excited about that. And so 5 to 6, I know a lot of people arrive at the market at 5 to put their chair down by the band. And so come on over. We're right next to Crossroads Christian Bookstore. We're to the left of it. And I know that we do have a ballroom inside Crossroads, but tonight the sing along will be on the storefront. So we may even open those doors there and kind of spill out onto the sidewalk. But come on by because it's going to be fun. 5 to 6. If you've never heard Daniel Sparkman play the piano before, you are going to be
Oh, that sounds
amazed.
good.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
I highly recommend everybody come on by for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then a couple other things I just want to mention while I'm on calendar. You also see on my shirt, I have little orange ribbon.
Uh-huh.
This is because Monday, August 10th is Agent Orange Awareness Day.
Oh.
And so we have purchased 500 of these stickers.
Mm.
We're giving them out, and we are going to be at Springfield Memorial Gardens Funeral Home and Cemetery right there on Memorial on on Monday, which is the actual day, August 10th. We're going to be there from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
waving flags. So if anybody can come out, even if it's just for 1 hour, and bring your flag from your yard or whatever, And if you don't have a flag, that's okay. Just come on out. If you have orange to wear, great, or red, white, and blue if you don't, because we need to raise awareness on this. We have over 500 Vietnam veterans a day on average are passing away due
Mm.
to some condition that was related to Agent Orange.
Mm.
And I've been, I had these stickers, by the way, for those of you that already have them. This, I think, is the fourth or fifth shirt I've put it on. So it actually lasts a long time.
Wow.
Some stickers are like once
Stays
and they're
sticky,
gone.
huh?
Yeah, it stays sticky. So keep using it. I've been wearing it everywhere. And matter of fact, I was at the library, I was at the hospital, and I told people, because they were like, "Oh, what's that about?" And I'm like, "Well, let me tell you." And three of the people didn't even know what Agent Orange was, and they said, "I'm sorry, I don't know what it is." I said, "That's okay, because that's what I'm here for. We
Yeah.
are raising the
Right.
awareness." And so again, this Monday, August 10th, is the National Agent Orange Awareness Day. So please wear orange wherever you are. Please wear one of these stickers. You can get them from me. I'll have some today at the Friday market. But then also you can drive by. If you've not seen that memorial over there yet, you really need to. It's beautiful. It has thousands of names on the, but then also it has pedestals. It has like the map of,
Oh,
where,
wow.
yeah, it's got a lot of stuff. It's got, one whole thing is dedicated to the women of Vietnam. I mean, there's a lot of different pedestals there that it's just an educational experience. Go by there, and most importantly, pray for these families, and
Mm.
pray for that we still have a lot of people who are exposed that are still with us. Be praying for them. Prayer works, and we need to be still
Yes.
praying for them, praying for their families, and just raising the awareness. So that is Monday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Then the last thing I'm going to say about Monday is, because it is the second Monday of the month, our Second Amendment Club meets. So right down the street from that is the Tennessee Firearms Association. I always have to smile when I talk about firearms, because that's where I met Miss Pat Samler. That's how cool she is. Anyways, the TFA meets the second Monday of every month, and we're actually having John Harris, the head
Oh, yeah, the head.
the head of the whole state TFA. So super awesome time to invite people to, because we're going to get the whole rundown on
Yeah.
everything. And he is the attorney that is the volunteer executive director. He also was one of the co-founders of the TFA. And so you're going to not want to miss a chance to meet him in person.
Mm.
He is speaking. So this coming Monday, the doors open at 5:45 for fellowship. The dinner, potluck dinner, it's been really good lately.
Is it?
Well, I told people, I said, we have a lot of desserts to come. Try to bring stuff that aren't desserts, because desserts, I mean, I think that should be kind of reserved for the people that have to come from work, that has to stop at, Kroger and get cookies or something.
Yeah.
But if you're at
Plus,
home
it's
all
not
day,
the healthiest thing to eat.
exactly, that's right. And Steve and I are trying to eat healthier. In case you haven't seen us, we're getting fit and trim.
Yeah.
But anyways, because I kind of said, like, quit bringing so many desserts. Now we have like really good stuff. We have
That's
like the
awesome.
best buffet in town. So come on out to TFA. So the potluck's at 6, and then 6:30 is the program. And it's great. And like we were saying the other day, if you don't know yet, like on Facebook, I've been watching some ladies that, as our towns get bigger, things come with that. And one of the things is crime, more crime.
Yeah.
And this one lady was on, I think, Next Door Springfield or something. She was saying, like, okay, I'm going to now get a gun. I want to get a gun tomorrow, because somebody had been like lurking around her house and stuff. And I texted and I said, you know what? Please go and try some first.
Mhm.
Don't just go in and ask the store guy, what do I buy?
Right.
You need to try them. And there's people like at TFA that can help you. They'll meet with you. They'll practice with you. They'll let you borrow their guns and try them out, at the range. And
And please don't go out with a gun without going through
without
some
going
training.
through training. That's right. That's right. And also the 2A ladies, which they are going to meet the second Saturday, which I think is this Saturday. Yes. Is it? Yes, because the
Yeah.
first was last Saturday.
Yeah.
So this Saturday is the second Saturday. The TFA ladies meet at Guns and Leather in Greenbrier, and they do a little lecture and they're NRA trained, and as well as NC blah blah blah. Anyway, they're fabulous, Barbara and Tiffany, and they do talks, and then that's followed with discounted range time for an hour. So that's
Wow.
also a great opportunity to ask them what gun,
Yep.
because you want one that is that you're comfortable with, that you're going to carry, that, you know, you can put like, what kind of holster you're going to have. You're going to have, you know, an ankle, like where are you going to put your gun and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And so there's so many decisions. Don't just go in and go, I need a gun, please.
Right.
Try it out. Cause I've seen some people spend a lot of money and then, you know, they come to TFA and they start, you know, what the days that we have show and tell, and they'll be like, oh, I want one of those instead. And then they end up having to trade theirs or sell theirs or whatever. But anyway, and Pat had a great point too. Please don't be going out and using it without training.
Definitely need training.
Oh, goodness. Always assume the gun is loaded. Never point it at
Exactly.
anything you don't want to kill.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's so many things, guys. And that is where I met Pat Samler, was in a training class.
Yep. It was.
That's right. How many years ago was that?
I don't even remember.
Maybe like 6 years ago or 7 years ago.
Something.
Because I know one of the first things we did when I got in Tennessee was we wanted to get our licenses right away. Because we're like, yeah, Tennessee. We love Tennessee. Don't worry, we're not bringing our other state to Tennessee. We are putting Tennessee in us.
There you go.
Anyways, okay, 8:35. We got to get back on topic. So I hope to see you guys all out at that stuff. So again, tonight I will see you at the sing along 5 to 6. I'll also see you outside Well in the Square if it doesn't rain. And you can still sign up for a bunch of classes because we just started American Sign Language 1 and 2.
Oh,
You can sign up for that. And then also cell phone help. We all need cell phone help. You can sign up for that and many more. So stop by and see us. But right now we're talking to Pat Samler because tomorrow
tomorrow
is the big day.
well, tomorrow's we're offering a free class at the Well. And if you would like to join us, just get a hold of Lee-Marie so I make sure I have enough books and prizes because we have door prizes. I guess you call them door prizes. Everybody gets something. And so, yeah, let us know.
That's awesome. And they don't need any experience. You don't need to bring anything. You don't need, I mean, it's all ages. I know that a couple people brought their kids last time.
Yeah.
And the kids were like all into it too, which
Yeah.
is really great.
Yes.
You know, they're never too young to hear
I wish I'd have
truth.
found this way back when my kids were young, so they were
Oh.
raised on it,
Mhm,
you know?
mhm.
But they're mu 2 out of the 3 are using it.
Ah, I'm not
So
going to mention any names who the other But no, and it's important to be educating your kids on stuff like this because I
Mhm.
know my mom, when I was raised, I had a mixture of stuff because, you know, the one thing that that she would say is like, don't let a chiropractor crack you. They're going to break your neck and kill you, you know? So like for the longest time, I was like, chiropractors are evil, you know? So, I mean,
Yeah.
and I know some of them are. I mean, some of them can hurt you. You have to be careful. I'm not going
Yeah,
to say.
you want a good one.
Yeah, just
Mhm.
like anything, you can
Right.
get a good one and a bad one. But we happen to know of some very good ones. Eric over at Well, next to Pizza Hut, is excellent. They're great. It is a Christian company. It's a chain, actually. Well
Mhm.
Chiropractic. They're very good, and you don't have to always go get a Kraken. You can just get the little
Little gun thing,
the
vibrating
little gun,
gun.
vibrating guns. Yeah, there's options, but like, you know, chiropractors have the red light therapy beds. You know,
Mhm.
they know a lot more about nutrition
Mhm.
and the roots of things.
Yep. Yep.
So anyways, but that was one thing that I heard growing up. But one thing that I did hear, you know, that I was happy is, you know, my mom didn't over medicate us,
Yeah, good.
and so that was good. You know, our doctor did, you know, kind of really stress that, that,
That's
hey,
good.
just keep eating right and keep doing the, so I did get some good stuff.
Good.
So
That's
I don't, and matter of fact, aspirin and Tylenol and Excedrin, we never like ate those like M&Ms, like some of my friends,
Oh, yeah.
some of my friends that I had like as roommates, I mean, they lived on Advil.
Yeah.
And even like today, I know a couple nurses that are like always popping those. And it's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you gotta just looking into what some of the side effects or things that can cause down the road is like,
Mm.
issues with your kidneys and liver and as
Because they're
some of,
neurotoxins.
yes. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And you know what? I want to tell you something. I'm blessed that I really have not had a lot of headaches in my life.
Yes.
You know, I've maybe, I
You
don't
are
know, I
blessed.
can count on this many fingers. Like I've probably had less than that. So
That's awesome.
that is awesome. However, the other day after your class, I think it was like the next day, I got a headache.
Oh,
I popped out my belladonna.
yes. Belladonna to the rescue.
And guess what? It went away.
Yeah.
I was like, I was glad I was in that class.
Just perfect timing, right?
But I do want to say, and I know that Pat did a really great disclaimer at the beginning, but I also do want to say that, you know, it's not like one size fits all. Like, oh, I got a headache, belladonna. she will ask a gazillion questions
Yeah.
to find out really what, to go deeper than that. But I do know that, like, if you have a tick on your dog or a tick on yourself, lead them
Yes. First thing. Yeah.
for sure.
Yep. Lead 'em is great. And even for like any kind of puncture wound, like say you get bit by a dog or a cat or scratched
Well,
or
yeah, I was gonna say a cat
any
scratch.
yeah, any kind of puncture.
Okay.
Leadum's the first thing you want to take.
Oh, okay. Now I
So
did not know that, and
yeah.
that is really good to know because you know that I do a lot with other people's dogs and
And
cats.
my son, we went to Gatlinburg one time we're staying up in the mountains at a lodge or a cabin,
Hmm.
and he was grilling out for us, and he came in, he was just covered in mosquito bites, like
Oh,
welting up. It was horrible. Like
oh,
I'd never seen so many. And so I started immediately doused him with Leadum and gave it to him every 15 minutes, every 10 minutes, for like the first hour, and then and then every couple hours, and by the time he went to bed, everything was calmed down and.
wow.
But so yeah, you want to definitely have Leadum on hand, especially around here with
And that
ticks
is
and
spelled Ledum for those of
mhm,
you that don't know.
pastel,
Yeah. Let
Leadum
me see if I
pastel.
have it on me. Let me look here. Yep.
I did
It
find
looks
those.
like palustre to me,
Yeah, I
but I don't know.
it's all Latin.
But we just know Ledum is
Leadum.
Ledum, and then like this one's 200 CK, and then
Mhm.
some of them are less, so
30, some of it
30.
30.
What? Yeah. So how does that?
Well, so it varies, but um each medication's different. So some you wouldn't necessarily want to take in a 200. You'd want to stay
Oh.
in a 6X or a 6C or a 30C. Um, but typically, one of the rules is um, it's based on the frequency, right? So,
Ah.
like if you're taking something in the 200 potency,
Okay.
maybe you only want to take it like 2 times a day,
Oh, okay.
maybe 3 at the most, right? And then, but if it's like 30 or a 6X, you could take it every 15 minutes if you need to.
Oh.
So yeah.
Okay.
So that's kind of a rule of thumb, but it varies from medicine to medicine.
Well, I'm really excited for tomorrow.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
excited to meet some new people,
I
and it was so
mean,
much fun last time
oh
meeting
yeah.
new friends. I did find those questions, by the
Oh,
way.
good. Okay, yeah. So because we had told some of our of her fans, like
They're not fans.
if you send us questions within 24 hours of the show, she might cover them. So she found them. So I'm going to give that over to her. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, the first question was what to take for insomnia, and that's amazing question because so many people suffer from that right now, right? I mean, it's like it's one of the main complaints I get with
Wow.
people who come to me, clients that come to me that like I just can't sleep or I can't stay asleep or whatever. And it does matter. It does matter if you mean I can't go to sleep, I toss and turn, can't go to sleep till 2 in the morning or whatever, or if you're saying I can go to sleep right away, but then I wake up, you know, in
I
the
think that particular person that sent that had a problem falling to sleep.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then it matters too, like, so what's going on during that time? Like, is your
Mm.
mind racing? Are you not shutting down? You can't shut your thoughts down, that kind of thing. Or is it just, I just can't go to sleep, but I'm not thinking about anything. There's different things to look at. But one of kind of a go to that a lot of people could consider, especially if you're feeling, kind of jittery and tossing and turning and like I said, mind racing or can't shut your thoughts down, that kind of thing, then coffea. That would be my go-to.
Okay.
It's called coffea, and I would get it in the 200. And if this is an ongoing thing, like say it's going on night after night after night, right? Or 3 times a week, I can't go to sleep, then for a season, I would take it morning and night
Oh.
because it's regulating your sleep pattern and also communicating with your body that at night I want to slow down, shut down, and get ready for bed, right?
Mhm.
Um, so I would do it morning and night until things start to, you know, line up and you're able to sleep again. If it's just, periodically, you could either just take it at night, like a half hour before bed, or you could look at something like there's some combination sleep remedies, that Highlands has or, Helios, um, has available that you could purchase, and those are just SOS, so you just take it as needed, like, "Oh, I'm not able to fall asleep, I'm gonna take one," and within a half hour, I usually am drifting off to sleep if that happens to me, so there's a couple different possibilities, but I think, I if you're having that racing thoughts and things or kind of a jittery feeling, it just, you're tired, exhausted, but can't shut down, then I would try coffee at first. And
Excellent.
then the next, question that you sent me was, someone that asked about what to give her dogs for scratching, and she doesn't know if it's from fleas or allergies, she's not sure. So that's a huge question, and I've been dealing with that with a couple of people with their dogs, and sometimes it's not a one size fits all, unfortunately. If you look in the Materia Medica or, try to get something out
Just going
here.
to pull out a book right here. Just a reminder, you can meet Pat Samler this coming Saturday, which is tomorrow, at Well in the Square. It's located at 600 South Main Street in the Square in Springfield. And she's going to be doing a free class, free, FREE, 3 o'clock to 4:30 in the storefront space of Well in the Square. Do not go to the ballroom tomorrow unless you are speaking Spanish and want to go to church. Which is fine. You can do that too. Just show up a little bit earlier. I think there's service. I need to find out what time Jonathan's service starts. I want to say it's like 10, but anyway, Seventh Day Spanish Church meets in the back of Crossroads on Saturdays. All right, she's got her big book out, her homeopathy Bible. Oh, while she's finding that, I do want to mention one little thing because I was talking with one of my line dancers yesterday about falling asleep because I don't know how it came up, but I said, that's one problem I've never had also. I'm so active that like if uh
Go to sleep.
yep. And the same thing with Steven. Like when he pulls the little chain on the light switch, it all of a sudden it starts his snoring as well. It's really weird. He like pulls it and then he's snoring.
Immediate, huh?
But I know that yeah, I fall if my as soon as my head's on the pillow, if I want to go to sleep, I'm out. But I do know a couple times in my life where I have lied there worrying about things or thinking like what if and all that kind of stuff, when something, you know, terrible happened in my life or something. But then you know what? I was telling my line dance friend yesterday, I said a couple things after I became a really surrendered Christian. And I'm not telling you that like if you're, having these issues, you haven't surrendered, but I'm just saying after I became a surrendered Christian, there was a couple things that never happened to me. I never get scared on an airplane anymore. And I used to get a little scared, but then I don't know, someone had told me this little thing. They said, well, you know how little boys when they play with like a plane, the big like this, like they
Yeah.
go around in the air. For those of you on the radio, I'm putting my arm up with the little airplane. Anyways, they said that's how God is. Think about it. He's got his hand on your airplane.
Mm.
You know, he's in control. And after I heard that, I'm like, that's right. Why am I worried? Like, hello, me worrying, versus the creator of the universe with his hand on the airplane.
Right.
So after that, like I could fly. So anybody got an extra plane ticket anywhere? Hey, I'm ready to go. But then also same thing with falling asleep at night. And that is that, um, a lot of us will worry about stuff. It's just natural, human behavior, right? But the Bible does say, I think 365 times, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, fear not, and don't worry. And so, we have to also just say those verses out loud,
Mhm.
speak them into the atmosphere, speak them into your room. And so when if I ever do put my head down, I'm like, oh man, I blew it today. Or, I'm worried about that. What are they going to say or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I just start being like, you know what? Anxious for nothing.
Yeah.
And don't listen to the enemy, because that is the enemy on your shoulder going, oh, you are worthless. They're gonna like do, you really blew it. How could you do that? All these
Yeah,
things. And
yeah.
it's like lies from pit of hell. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Yes.
Get away from me, enemy. I cancel all of your assignments on me now in the mighty name of Jesus.
Right.
And you just be like, I have the joy of the Lord, and the joy of the Lord is my strength.
Right.
And so anyways, I'm just saying that helps me if I ever do like think I can't fall asleep for a minute, but normally I'm so active that if I get even close to being horizontal, it's like, I'm out. I need a reset.
That's a blessing.
It is a blessing. All right, Ms. Pat, did you find that
Yeah.
information yet? Okay.
Yeah, and I just I wish I could show this on camera, but so there's 8 pages on skin and itching.
Oh my goodness, 8
And
pages. Wow.
8 pages, and you see how, I don't know if
Oh
you can
my
see how
goodness.
small this print is,
Yep.
but all these aren't sentences. These are medicines,
Oh my gosh. Let me.
that possible medicines.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So if you
Itching.
could show it on the there's 8 pages of
I
itching
don't.
skin.
Yeah, I don't think they can see, but
But you
thi-
see how small, and like I said,
Yes.
those are not paragraphs or sentences. Those are medicine suggestions, and
Wow.
so
So no
so
wonder
itching.
why, when I call Pat up and I say this is happening to my sister or whatever, like she'll come back with like 10 questions. I'm like, oh, all right. I'm like, okay, but I totally know, I understand. She wants to get the exact medicine.
You want to get the right one,
Yeah.
because there's so many possibilities, and we could take a stab at it, but then what if that doesn't work? Then we're switching off to
Exactly.
another, and not that that never happens, but you want to hone it down and get as close as you can.
Right.
So that's a loaded question with the
Mm,
itching.
mhm.
Again, we don't know if it's related to allergies, or if it's related to
Mhm.
fleas or whatever.
But if it is
For
flea,
allergies,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
if it's allergies, one of the things you might try without knowing enough information, is histamine. It can
Oh,
be really good for allergic reactions,
okay.
and this with the skin or anything, but so histamine, and I'd probably do a 30, maybe 2 or 3 times a day, and see if it relieves some of that.
So I just, that just reminded me. Somebody yesterday told me that they went because they were on allergy medicine. They went off of it, and then they were starting to get allergy problems again. They went back and they put them on Flonase.
Mm.
Is that like a steroid or something, or what is that? Do you know?
Um, Flonase, I'm trying to remember. It
I'm just
might
thinking
have
that
a
this histamine, whatever, would probably be a better
yeah,
option.
yeah, and they actually have homeopathy has certain nasal sprays too, and
Oh,
certain
do
labs.
they? Okay, I
But
didn't know that.
so it's something to look into. But yeah,
Ah.
histamine is good for they're the pellets,
Uh-huh.
but it's good for a lot of allergic type things,
Ah,
especially allergy,
okay.
hay fevers and
I
different
know I need to
things.
get some of that because
Oh.
I don't get that, but I know people around me do. So how do you spell that?
Histamine.
Histamine.
And also there, you can go to Walmart if you just want some generic and homeopathic, get Allergy Calm.
Oh, allergy calm. Okay.
And that has several different several of these medicines in low potencies mixed together.
Oh, okay. I'm going to tell her to
And
do
so
that.
that way it could hit, if one isn't hitting it, the other one might,
Okay. So
so it's
just
a
kind of similar to the cold calm they have now.
yes.
They have allergy calm. Do they have flu calm?
That's oscillocosine.
Oh.
Remember that
Oh
box you got?
yes.
You got one for being a
Ah,
hostess?
my goodness.
So, yeah, we
'Cause
have
my neighbor had the flu the other day.
yeah, that would've been good for
Oh,
her,
I didn't know I
especially
had it.
if you take it right away,
Okay.
like on first onset where you're feeling like, something's hitting me hard.
Okay.
Take that, and yeah,
Mm.
it'll typically really shorten up the lifespan of the illness.
Okay. Excellent. So that's great to
And
know
the
that
other thing you can take if you're feel like something's hitting me, I'm not feeling well, I feel heavy, I'm starting to get achy, I kind of feel like maybe a fever's coming on, whatever. If you have aconite and bryonia, mix them together, take them.
Ooh.
Aconite 200 and bryonia 30. That's my go-to whenever I feel like something's coming on. Because sometimes I don't know if it's floozy or if it's cold, a cold or whatever, and I
So is
just take the
aconite and what else?
Aconite 200 and Bryonia 30.
Ionia
If
30.
you have those on
I
hand
do have those on
and
hand.
you feel like something's hitting you, just take that immediately,
Ooh.
and then um, as you need it. So, like, you take
Mhm.
it, let's say, a couple hours later, 3 hour, 4 hours later. I think I might feel a little better, but I still feel pretty kind of nasty. So you take it again, right? And typically, when I do that, it it's gone in a day or so.
Okay.
So, um, I want to just because we're almost
Oh
to
my
the end here.
goodness.
I just want to say, so yeah, these are some of my just a couple of my study books that I
Wow.
find answers in for people. But this is the discovery class we're going to do tomorrow. Everybody gets the study manual.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. um, that comes, and like I said, it's a free class, and they'll get a prize. So, but we do need to know how many, so I bring enough. Okay,
Okay.
and that's at what time tomorrow?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock
3 o'clock to
at the well.
4:30.
And then this is the next class that's coming up will be August 27th, I think it is. It starts August 27th. Is it 27th? No, August 18th. It's the Tuesday. And Tuesday evenings, it's going to be online so you can join from the comfort of your home. And
That's the Zoom class.
yes, that's the Zoom class. Now, that one, there is a cost because the Academy sends out the study guides, and you can see it's a
Yes, we got ours in
thick
the mail.
book.
We
Yeah,
got it in the mail a couple days
yeah.
ago.
It's a thick book like this.
So
It's
you'll hear
gonna
more about that tomorrow. And this class that she's
and
going to
it's gonna
start is
cover 5 weeks. So
5 weeks, 7
every
p.m.
Tuesday night for 5 weeks.
starting August 18th, 7 p.m. So yeah, we're signed up for
And
that.
you will get, if you complete this gateway class, you do get a certificate of completion from the Academy
Oh, nice.
afterwards.
Oh, that's cool.
And you are
But wait, there's more.
have an opportunity, if you want to, after classes are over, to join a special night with Joette, the
Oh.
founder of our academy, and
Uh-huh.
ask her any
Oh,
questions that you want.
wow. That's really cool.
So
Very cool.
a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, wow. Okay. So y'all get signed up for tomorrow's free class, 3 o'clock to 4:30 at Well in the Square. You can come tonight. You can come see me at the Friday market and tell me, and then I'll let her know how many people are coming. I do want to thank UPS for being one of our sponsors. We love Deborah Grant over there, don't
Yes,
we?
we do. She's awesome.
She is awesome. And she's saying hello on the Facebook feed. Hello, Deborah, and hello, Robin, as well. We love them. All right. UPS Store 4297 in the Springfield is located at 513 Memorial Boulevard. They, of course, will pack and ship anything that you have. They will print. They can do yard signs. They are just amazing. The notary, blueprints. You can give them a call at 615-384-0093. Again, that's 615-384-0093. Or you can email your document to them. And I do that. Matter of fact, I'm doing that today because I'm going to be giving out my brand new brochure of classes tonight.
Ooh,
So I'm going to be running off
nice.
hundreds of those. So make sure you come by and get one for you and for anybody that you care about. Okay. So you can email UPS Store at store4297 at theupsstore.com. Also, I cannot believe, we need like a 2-hour show. I had so many other questions I was going to ask you too. Just have to wait for tomorrow. Okay, Coldstream Christian Camp is also one of our longtime sponsors. We absolutely love them. Have you been out there yet to see that? If not, I got to take you
Yeah,
for a
you need
tour
to take me.
because it is only like 15 minutes from this station, and yet
Oh, wow.
you feel like you're a world away. They have a beautiful lake, and they got different size cabins. Like you can just rent a little cabin for your family, or you can rent like a one that's like 20 people. You could have like a family reunion or whatever, or a little craft retreat, or you can rent the whole campground and have the
Wouldn't that be a fun place to have a wellness retreat?
Let's do it.
Ah!
All right, so many things have been born on this desk. Okay, Coldstream Christian Camp is located at 4730 Goodman Road in the city of Adams, and it is in Robertson County. So really good to also, be supporting local. Their website, coldstreamchristiancamp.org, coldstreamchristiancamp.org, or you can call for a tour at 615-696-2208. I've been enjoying all of the photos they've been putting up from the summer camps that they did. I mean, you should see. It just warms my heart to see all these kids smiling. You got to look at some of these. They're all smiling.
Oh.
I know. And then there's one of my favorite ones. Let's see if I can find it real quick while you're still here. It was like, oh, look at this one with them all like sitting shoulder to shoulder. You just see these
Guys, I wish you could see it.
some girls that are sitting shoulder to shoulder. I think there's like 4 of them, and they're looking at the lake. You only see them from the back, but you can just tell that they're just like bonding and just having a wonderful time. And there's just so many pictures like that. So if you definitely want to get your kids in camp next year, you got to get signed up early because they do sell out. So Coldstream Christian Camp, thank you for being one of our sponsors. Now, Pat, if people want to get a hold of you, like maybe they are in Massachusetts right now and they cannot get to your class tomorrow, how can they get a hold of you?
Um,
You have a website, don't you?
yes.
It's My Homeopath, isn't it?
Yeah, so Miss Lee-Marie gave me that new connection to my website. So it's because okay, my root, I guess, website, right, is Graceful Healing Homeopathy.
I can't even remember it.
You got me all mixed up. GracefulHealingHomeopathy.com. And she said, that's way too large. So we did a connection. So it's My Homeopath, not Path, but Pat.com.
Isn't that adorable? That was another thing that was born right here on this desk.
And yeah, you could reach out to the website, and there's a way to contact us. You can go on my Facebook. There's Graceful Healing Homeopathy Facebook page. And also, let's see.
I love this. I just put in myhomeopath.com and gracefulhealinghomeopathy.com came up.
All right.
Yay. That is her website.
And the phone number is 931-773. Let me see. I always forget it because I never call myself. 7887. So 931-773-7887 is the phone number. So.
And you can read testimonials on her website and what services she has, and we're just
got
so
a blog
thankful.
or two on there.
That is
I need to catch up
awesome.
on that because I'm way behind.
Well, thank you. And I'm so glad that you're coming in and sharing this information. You're making us healthy person by person in Robertson
I
County.
truly believe that God is, I think that we're all supposed to be healthy until the day he takes us home. I don't think we're supposed to walk in sickness. I mean, and I feel like he's given us everything we need. I think it's Philippians. It says he's given us everything we need for a life of godliness and wholeness, like health. It's just unbelievable what he's supplied us with, but sometimes we don't even know it. And the Bible says it's the glory of God to conceal a matter, but the glory of kings to search it out. So we got to start searching and saying, Lord, I know you didn't leave me here in this shape to just, suffer and all this. It's like he's got so many promises. I was watching on one of the YouTube channels this morning about all the promises of God regarding health. I can't believe, it's even more than I even remembered there being.
Send that to me.
Oh, it's crazy. And I'm like, oh, yeah, he did. It's promises, and it's all of your infirmities, all of your, he forgives and heals you of all. Right? Not some or a lot or a few, but all. And so I just think having hope and having faith and using God's medicines, just all of it together, we can be really, truly amazed at what can happen and what incurable becomes curable.
I love it. All right. This has been Pat Samler. She is a homeopath, and we will be seeing her tomorrow, 3 to 4:30 at Well in the Square. And you can also get a hold of her. Go to her website, myhomeopath.com. I also do want to mention one other thing that's happening tonight, and that is, besides the Friday night market, the Dixie Echoes are going to be in Greenbrier. And so go to American Top Gospel because you will see it's kind of the border of White House and Greenbrier, but you will see all the information if you go to American Top Gospel. But the Dixie Echoes are one of my favorite groups to watch. And if I didn't have the Friday night market, I would definitely be there because they are just so awesome. But anyways, we will see you tonight also at the 5 o'clock sing along with Daniel Sparkman. Please come on by the well. What a fun week this has been, and so many things coming up. And I'm so excited for the class tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully see you guys tomorrow.
Yes, there you go. Well, thank you, Pat, so much for coming in, and I'll see all of you guys. Make sure y'all have a great day. God bless, and I'll see you soon.